Hey Sagittarius, this is your bi-weekly reading for the time from the new moon on July 17th in Cancer to the full moon on August 1st in Aquarius. So this is, obviously I'm talking about a tropical astrology when I say that, if it wasn't obvious already, but this is a short and quick reading, right? These are meant to be short, quick, and helpful to just go through how we can best utilize and really work with the energies between these periods of time, new to full moon, full to new moon, right? And if you want the more extensive reading, if you want something that looks at like beginning, middle, end of the month challenges and whatnot, then I will link that video so that you can go check out your monthly video and put this all into context. So also the astrological highlights video for the second half of July, I keep feeling this one, for the second half of July is out. And I will also link that at the end of this video. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of the bi-weekly, monthly astrological videos and whatnot that come out, make sure that you hit the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss anything on the horizon. With that, let's get into your reading. So here we are looking at where you are being asked to focus your time, energy, attention, resources in whatever way that would be of the most benefit to whatever it is that you're trying to build momentum in and grow in your life. Not all new moons are really the best for, I would say, the setting intentions and seeding and manifesting and all of these different things. This would be one of the ones that I would say is maybe a little more instructive. However, I want to mention that no matter what kind of moon or astrological stuff we've got going on, the moon is still going to be waxing no matter what. It's still building energy, and we can take advantage of this time and utilize this energy while we have it. Why not, right? So what will be the domino that will set all dominoes off? What area of your life do you need to focus on? Because if you work in this particular area, it might free up energy, stuck energy, and like get it moving again, right? So we have the fifth house. You know, I like this. I'm gonna personally say, I'll put it out there, fifth house is my favorite house, I think, probably of all time. Not to say the other houses aren't great, but the fifth house is so much fun. This is a playful house. This is a very creative house. I like that it says passion. It can be a very passionate house, right? This involves like romantic connections, sex, fun, play, maybe a little debauchery, you know, creativity, artistry, beauty. It can involve kids too, like think about creating a child, right? Or also just maybe being around children and the kind of playful nature that they have. You know, that's the way I can connect this to the fifth house. So if you're someone who has children or you're around children, teach children, whatever it is, that could be a part of it, although it doesn't have to be. So those other areas, I would say are a focus. And like, hey, I'm a fan. Why not put time, energy, and attention, resources into enjoying life, having a good time, being playful? Remember what it's like to laugh and dance and have fun and have romance and have good sex and have creativity, and in whatever way that is, written, paints, however you are creative, in whatever way that you are creative. I love it. And the advice that we have coming through for you is the King of Laurels, which is, it's kind of interesting, right? Like this is a more grounding type of energy. This is a stabilizing energy. And also all of the kings in the decks are about leadership and responsibility, right? They're in a position of leadership and responsibility, and they create in this way. And they are created in this way. They hold the energy of this. And so this can also have to do with your finances. We are talking about the earth suit. And so this can have to do with specifically your finances. Like, hey, one thing to watch out with the fifth house, you know, being that it can have a lot of these Venusian types of themes, you know, in it, is to make sure that you are still staying grounded, that you're not losing yourself in these areas, but that you are creating from a grounded place, that you are keeping this in mind about like how you're building towards creating something that will last, that will be stable, that will stand the test of time. But also remembering to play and have fun and create, you know, and to have that experience. So I feel like this is a balancing of both areas of your life, is like remembering to be in this energy, especially as a Sagittarius. Like I could see this being like the kind of energy that feels like it fuels your ability to be inspired, to create, to work on projects, to have ideas and inspirations come through and come forward, and then to ground them in such a way, you know, there is a level of responsibility and there's this kind of like balance here. So it's like not, you're a little bit tethered and not just like flying off into into exploring in many different directions, but there is a little bit more focus that comes through here. Also, for some of you, I'm going to say that this might be about like managing your finances and kind of revisiting how you're managing those areas of your life. Also, because, you know, the 5th house associated with Libra being ruled by Venus, you know, I would be remiss not to say that we've been in a Venus shadow, pre-retrograde shadow for weeks now, and now this week we have it hitting finally the retrograde. And so these themes of reviewing and revisiting and revising when it comes to your values, right? If you're dealing with romantic vibes or sex or whatever, like this could also be like reviewing your values, your relationship values, your connection, but also aesthetically, like that has to do with this house as well, like making sure that you're revisiting, reviewing, revising these things. And your finances, Venus also has to do with money. And so here we have the King of Laurels showing up, and I'm thinking, you might want to take a look at how you're managing your finances, how you're managing your play versus what is maybe more serious and grounding and stabilizing, and see if there is any revision or if there are any revisions that need to be made in this area of your life. So I think this is really like great, but grounding, you know? So I like it, and I hope that this is helpful. And if it has been, please consider giving the video a like. It does help me with the algorithm gods. And I will have the video up on the screen if they're not already, the video for the second half of July astrology and for the overall month for Sagittarius reading in tarot. And thank you for being here. I will see you in the next video. Bye.